Welcome back to GM Worldwide Radio, presented by My Sounds Wireless. I have to say that since I dropped some of the headphones like 10 seconds ago. So it's Jay Skyline, my great guest, my great co-host,
And James over here.
and our beautiful, talented guest, Jaii Locc, off of her new hit single "Homewood Shit" is in the building. So,
What's up, man? Jaii Locc, man. What's up?
how are you doing today?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Good. Thank you for coming in and blessing us with your presence.
Thank you for inviting me.
Show. So first and foremost, even though it says it in the title of the song I just said, let them know where you're from and what about the city makes you who you are.
Well, first, I'm from Homewood, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and it's not really about like the city. What makes me, I think, looking at other artists and seeing what they do reflects off how I would move a different way.
So what made you decide rap was the lane that you wanted to get into?
Well, I've been rapping since I was 5, but I just started taking it serious months ago. Just the views for real to me. When I start uploading songs and seeing the views I was getting, I was just like, why not? And people was telling me that I was good. So
I mean, all these views are serious. They say that. Say Ted Teed Up already got 7.7 thousand. So that's only under what? From what I'm looking at, it's a month.
right.
There's a lot of dudes who've been trying to get that for 6-7 years and they get it done.
It's not easy, but if you promote yourself the right way and promote yourself with the right people, it'll turn out good.
What I respect about you is your music it's about the bars and the delivery. Like you're beautiful, but you're not over sexualizing yourself through this
Right.
music. Like I don't see you twerking and half naked to get these views.
I mean, I do my little dance here and there, but I don't do all that extra stuff. I just don't see myself doing that.
Was rap the first thing you were getting into?
Like you said again?
Was rap was that the first thing? Were you doing some maybe other type of music before, or was this like the first thing and you're like, this is what I like?
I actually was doing sports. Like I was a sports person. I played basketball, softball.
Okay.
So it wasn't all about rap. No, I never even would expect me to rap again, but I just had it too.
What's your family take?
My family?
Yeah.
They're supportive, especially my sisters. They support me. They always ask me what I'm doing, where am I going, and like they're very supportive for real.
Okay. So you said you played basketball back in the day. What would you say would be like your favorite basketball player growing up?
LeBron. I like LeBron. Yeah.
I'm so happy our other co-hosts ain't. So you're one of the people that don't you're not a LeBron hater.
No.
Cool. That's refreshing, right? I get that every day.
No need for hating on LeBron.
I'm a neutral person, so I'm not out here like I'm riding with LeBron, but I'm definitely a neutral person. Like I think you rock with LeBron, and my other co-host is a Jordan stan. I'm a Kobe fan, so I can't go but so far. So back over to the music. What's your upcoming plans? Because I see you've been pushing the streets with a lot of heat recently.
Yeah. My upcoming plans is right now I'm doing shows. I'm doing a tour, Jaii Locc versus everybody. I got a show in Aliquippa, July 7th. Then I'm going to Atlanta at the end of July. So I just been doing shows and trying to kill the internet, basically for real.
Shout out to the Cousin Tom Quip. That's gonna be lit. Might actually have to go out there for that. So then, like, I see you. Do you guys have a plan, like your team? Because like when I'm looking at this, you have a consistent stream of videos, releases. Like Dummies 3 weeks ago, Teed Up was about a little over a month ago. Then you got Female God. I read that backwards for a second. That's what the pause is for. And like it's like this is consistently just pushing out music.
Yeah, that's the main goal, is to be consistent and just stay focused, because there's like a lot of rappers trying to come out now. So as long as you don't get distracted by that and just keep doing what you do, then it's going to work.
So are you like on the new, like with the newer artists that are focusing on making more singles and EPs instead of like long albums and like mixtapes?
No, I actually been doing mixtapes. Like I've been trying to drop them every month. I think like when I'm trying to get like a bunch of songs and just drop them all at once. Like and singles, I've been doing singles and stuff too. But I think mixtapes is still good in coins if they're hard.
Always.
Yeah.
Always. So the one thing I do see with what I've been checking out the last 48 hours since the interview's been put up is you don't seem to be working with a lot of the other artists in the city. Is there a reason for that, or are you just trying to get your own shine up before you start working with people?
Basically, yeah. I mean, I would do features, but a lot of people's not serious. One day, they want to rap, next minute they don't. So like, I'm on some me stuff. I want to see myself win, and then maybe the features will come later in time.
Respect that. I definitely do hear a lot of people out there saying that they try to do what you just said, and people aren't serious. You show up and they're out here with a good guitar and a rock group.
Yeah.
So no, I understand that for sure. So you said you grew up in Homewood.
Mm-hmm.
Would you obviously when I listened to Homewood shit about before we came up? How would you say Cripping or at least Crips helped mold you, or at least made the music the way it is? Because that was a very big part of Homewood shit I see.
I don't really know how to answer that.
I'm just looking at the Tweety Bird cover.
Yeah, it's like, I mean, that's for like, I just picked that because that fits. Of course, it got blue on it, but like, I wouldn't get deep into the Crip.
Yeah. Respect that. The same Ice TV.
Yeah.
You got anything, James?
Yeah. So, has there any been like recent like fallouts for like collabs recently? Like you're trying to do, or like, are you trying to like have anything currently coming up that you're trying to do?
Well, actually, I'm working on another mixtape that's dropping July 1st. It's called Heat the City Up.
Okay.
That's dropping on YouTube at midnight.
Okay.
So that's what I've been working on for just doing mixtapes.
Okay. You like sweets?
Sweets?
Yeah, this is just like general news at this time.
Yeah, I like sweets. I like Snickers, bro.
So you be out Kennywood every once in a while, right? And you know how they sell the deep fried Oreos? Would you ever want to buy one of those out of the store?
No, because they're too expensive.
I feel you. Because Oreos is out here selling, just like Twinkies did about a year ago. They're selling deep fried Oreos out of stores, and they're coming out like next month.
How much do you think it would be?
I agree with her since they charging like $5 for 3 Oreos.
They can't be doing that
No.
in the store. Like that's one thing at the like Kennywood or something.
I'm definitely not here for that. Also, one more general news. You said you're a basketball fan. How do you feel about the idea that 3 out of the last 4 MVPs were Westbrook, Durant, and now currently Harden, all played on the Thunder within the last like 5 years?
Well, I actually love Westbrook, so that's good news to me. But all of them that you named, they're like, I look at them as like they're very aggressive. So like, that's a good thing that they got noticed for that.
So you don't think it would have worked out if they all stayed on the team anyway?
No, I think that's too much. People, man.
So I tried to go as long as I could with the positive. But the city, obviously, the last couple of days has been reeling between the deaths of Jimmy Wapo, Antoine Rose. I'm forgetting her name, but the young lady over on Homestead that got shot a few days ago, because that was a hard one for a lot of people in the community over there too. And how's it affected you and how you've been approaching life, let alone music recently?
Well, moving more careful, I would say, because a lot of time you don't know who you're surrounded with, you don't know who's into who you're with. So that's the number one thing is be careful around who you surround yourself with.
Sure. And everything with y'all on your side's been cool through all this, right? Okay. Because the city's been getting wild. Have you been out to any of the protests or anything?
No, I ain't recently been in a protest. I seen the one in Homestead because I actually live out Homestead. I seen the one when it was on the bridge, but I didn't go.
How did you feel when you saw him out on the bridge? Because I could imagine I didn't get to see that in person.
It was good seeing it because they stayed for a long time. Like they wasn't leaving, so that's a good thing. Like they was not playing.
That is what's up. You got anything you want to say, James?
Yeah, sure. Just a weird question. What was your position in hoops? Like, what were you playing as?
I was the guard. I was the point guard.
Okay, that's pretty dope. Leading the team, whatnot. Who's your favorite artist coming up right now?
Hardo. I like his music.
Okay. Um. All right. So going back, I don't know how long ago this might have been, but can you remember what was your first performance? Was it like the best or was it the worst performance ever?
Well, I don't remember the first performance, but I used to be in the little hip hop awards that they used to have back in the
cool.
years. Yeah, and me and my sister used to rap, so like I was more comfortable with like my sister because I know her. So like it was fun. It was fun, and I was super young, so they love the kids. So.
Um, and then, is there any industry artists that you would want to work with, like in the near future?
I would love to work with Reese Youngin.
Okay.
We talked about doing stuff. Stunning to Fly. Those was the main two people that I talked to for.
Okay. To piggyback off his question, even though I feel like I could have guessed that when you said how much you like Westbrook, what would you consider your point guard type? Like more of a Chris Paul, Curry, Westbrook?
Westbrook.
Westbrook.
I'm like aggressive. I rap aggressive, so I would say him.
Oh no, I can see that. I'm listening to your music. I got a little bit like it felt like a Casanova to it, like, for you, like a female Casanova. Like it's really aggressive, but it's good though. Like we need that in the game. Not everybody can be. I'm gonna save my Drake shade for another day. So, but that's dope. That's dope. You got any more questions before I rock with some of these weirder questions I found?
Oh, let me see. Do you know Lady Hami?
Yeah, that's my aunt actually.
Really?
That's my aunt.
Okay. Now, have you ever went bars with her?
No, we just talked about doing a song together though, like a couple of days ago.
Okay.
How'd you feel about her first? How'd you feel about the news about her doing her first battle a couple nights ago?
I didn't actually talk to her about the battle. I heard about it, but I hope she did good.
Well, we did a show with her opponent yesterday.
For real.
Yeah, he gave her a lot of props.
That's
So
what's up.
it was a lot of respect between her opponent that she rapped against, and he said she respected what she brought to the table. Now I'm still waiting to see the footage to see what
that's
happened.
what I want to see.
To hear her opponent speak so highly of her, like, I imagine she did well.
She did. Shout out her. Love you, man.
How long does it usually normally take for you to make a song?
It don't take me long. It depends what type of mood I'm in. If I'm like energized and hyper, then it don't take me that long. But if I want to actually spend some time on a song and make it perfect, then probably like a couple hours. It shouldn't take more than that.
They usually, like, what do you think usually happens first? Like the hook, or maybe some verses first?
Verses. I started off as verses. Like I never used to make hooks. I just recently started to.
I was gonna say I noticed that with the music I was listening to that it was only like 1 or 2 tracks with hooks.
Yeah, I like hooks now because before I was just going in as soon as I heard the beat, but now I like hooks.
I respect that. You still, I mean, I'm not an artist, so I don't know how people tone their craft. So if somewhere, I feel like somewhere you do focus on one and then learn get the other one over time. So I get that. How about ad-libs? Because like that's probably the weirdest thing since I've been hanging around musical artists and listening to them do ad-libs. Is that something that's like, is it hard for you to do ad-libs or is it easy?
That's my favorite thing to do. Ad-libs. I love doing ad-libs. It's like like you can say whatever you want and it just sound fun. Yeah, that's my favorite.
It sounds fun to you. Yeah. People that don't got the headphones on with the beat, it just sounds like you scream.
Right. Yeah.
Oh, that was the wildest thing I ever saw. Was walking in and just, I'm like, what's wrong with him? He's like, oh, he's doing his ad-libs. I'm like, so he can hear, yeah, okay.
Right. We can.
Thought he was being possessed by a spirit.
Are you a beats person or a lyrics person first when making a song? You need to hear the beat, or you just like, all right, I can just have like a little mental beat that I can run with.
Beat. I listen to beats 24/7 and just rap over all of them until I like figure out which one I like, and then I just pick that one.
Have you ever traveled outside the city with your music?
Yes. I've been to Youngstown. I've been to Aliquippa, of course. I've been to Dayton, Ohio. I did a show out there with Lucy. And yeah, that's all I've been going to for.
And then next one is now Atlanta.
Yep,
so
Atlanta.
Real exciting.
I'm excited. I've never been out there before.
Where is your dream city that you want to travel, perform at, or both?
I want to go to Miami. I've been looking up pictures. I like it out there.
Man, you almost had Atlanta. Next trip is Miami.
Right.
Yeah.
And I don't know, Puerto Rico from there.
Sounds that you can get.
Hey man, no, shout out to that though. Keep on following your dreams, doing what you're doing.
Thank
Like I said, I'm respecting music a lot. Like I said, I'll admit that this was a quickly made interview, so I didn't get to do the research I usually get to do, but the
Right.
research I got to do, you out here making some real tough music, and it's nothing. Again, it's nothing to sleep on. That's what I'm like. I'll admit when I hear somebody's like, "Hey, listen to the new female artist," I'm like, I don't know I never know what I'm about to get. 'Cause I'm
Right.
like, is it gonna be Lauren?
Right.
Is it gonna be Loaf? Is it gonna be Cardi? And I'm like, with you, I got something different. Like I said, it's a little your energy. I won't say anger, but energy is a little more rough than some of these other chicks. Like, I don't think some of these other chicks is ready for you like that. But I don't know. Yeah, anything else before we wrap this up, Jay?
I mean, I'll just say, like, you know, it's a difficult, you know, position you are in. You know, you got to really stand out because you got to be over the guys, and then you got to even push past all the female artists in the city. And it seems like a lot of female artists that we've interviewed or even seen, they all will put aggression. You know, sometimes not enough.
Right.
Sometimes they like, you know, are weak on some certain areas, maybe like bars, performance, whatever it is. But like, you know, like coming out, like I think it's really difficult for just a female like artist in the city, you know, here.
You say that you beating a lot of these niggas out here already.
Yeah.
You're soft for some of these niggas. I'm
Yeah.
sort of like that right now.
Yeah.
Like, so you already surpassed like half the city in my eyes. So I was like, well, she ain't soft. That's she passed that test.
There's a lot of competition, especially now. There's a lot of stuff that's been going on, WAPO, so now everybody's trying to step up to the plate. But I'm on some humble, just keep dropping videos, going out of town, and just minding my business.
Real quick, before we go, because you said that everybody wants to like step up to the plate. Do you think there's a problem with the idea that instead of people now looking at WAPO's passing, it's time to find somebody else to be there, that we should all be pushing together? Like, I feel like that's what people say about Atlanta and the West Coast a lot, where like they're all pushing each other
Right.
at the same time, where it's like Pittsburgh, we always got to find that one dude, push them, and everybody else got to wait their turn.
That if we would do that, all of us push each other, we'll be perfect, because there's a lot of talent, different types of talent, different types of singers. So if we all push each other, that would be amazing. But we'll see. We'll see one day if it happens or not. I don't know.
I understand. So again, I want to say thank you to Jaii Locc, and let them know one more time the new single and where they can get it at.
Just my mixtape. I'm dropping a mixtape called Heat the City Up, July 1st, dropping at midnight on YouTube.
How many tracks is that got?
I think there's 9. I think there's 8 or 9 songs on there.
Look out for the review here on GM Worldwide Radio's Unfiltered, the rap jury every Thursday. So let them know where they can find you on the internet, anywhere they can find your music.
Instagram. My Instagram is Locc Baby. My Facebook's Locc. That's all I got.
All right, y'all know where to find us. It's J Skyline 99 from my IG and Twitter.
And James_Lane for my IG.
And we will be right back. Don't forget, it's Top 10 Tuesdays, Top 10 game shows coming back in about 15, 20 minutes. Y'all know what time it is. It's Unfiltered. It's a grind mode thing, y'all. We'll be right back.